To have formalities aside, happy Valentine's Day, enjoy yourselves. I don't care that I'm a day later. Today we're gonna be playing a bridge spam with 2 women to prove that these kind of decks can actually work, and yeah, that's gonna be the intro. Right now I'm gonna be against Ice Punch, so he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be playing his usual stuff, I hope. And he will very likely to drop a Dark Knight. Okay, he's not dropping Dark Knight, probably doesn't have enough mana. Doesn't matter for us. We're gonna be having a very brilliant start. So, as for this video, I think the thing I want to prove is that Gunner and Piercing Archer are just the best support cards in the game, and okay, he's not gonna chill at all. He's gonna try to bridge spam me at all costs, and actually it's a good game plan, because even though it's the bridge spam that wants to be aggressive, usually in this matchup we cannot be aggressive because we have Footman, and he has a straight up counter to that, which is Dark Knight. And if you know anything about these two cards, is that oh boy, Dark Knight absolutely stomps these Footmen, so we'll have to be a little bit more careful. Right now he's gonna just go for it, which I think is a very good call out of him, but right now he's gonna just find his Dark Knife caught in the middle with pants down. We're gonna just now proceed to attack, and we're gonna proceed to attack in a very specific way, as we're gonna just play Footman on the opposite side, and he's gonna not defend this at all, because yeah, he just didn't process the information fast enough, and right now he has just Footman on his tower. In reality he just didn't have mana because he played a Dark Knight and got like no value out of it, so that was the real reason, and he's gonna tab out. So yeah, that was a very fun game number 1. We're gonna jump to the next one. I planned for today, okay, my cards aren't appearing. I planned for today to just talk about the state of the game and how the things are going. Right, I don't think it's the best thing to talk about it on Valentine's Day, but I'm one day too late, so like it doesn't matter. I think the game by itself is dying by the lack of updates, but that was very obvious. So yeah, the thing I think people need are like content updates, so they can stay hooked into the game and still be playing with like new features. But like new features are very hard to develop, especially when there's only one developer. So I think that's like the major issue. If there was like a actual team that develops the game, it would be absolutely fantastic and the game would thrive, but unfortunately for us, it's not the case. Okay, he's gonna get a fabulous surround, so I'm not gonna be able to take the tower. What I was about to say, okay. Some people just don't chill. I know they are down mana and they should be defending, and yet they are just playing offense because they feel like they can. It's not the way, not especially not against bridge spam. Bridge spam pretty much is the easiest deck to punish mistakes, and that's why you see me playing like bridge spam decks in some of my videos and winning very fast. Like obviously he won't be taking this tower, it's just not happening. So like I've said, like bridge spam is a very cool deck to play, especially if you don't know what to play, because you can just quite literally poke at your opponent for the whole game, and if he makes one mistake, he's gonna be dead. So yeah, that's a fun way to play. Like not everyone enjoys that, and for obvious reasons. For instance, if you don't find any opening, you obviously are ought to lose, and pretty much your gameplay revolves around your opponent messing up. But there are many people that enjoy this kind of... Okay, that was very nice play, rolling steel. There are many people that enjoy this type of skirmish, and I'm gonna be up against NotGG, who is one of the most solid players in this game, so I'm pretty much expecting a very a very annoying game at this. Okay, he's gonna be extra solid. He's just not giving me any chance to have fun, and that's the way you want to play against Bridgesman. Just do not leave any openings, tie all loose ends, and be very, very solid. Do not make mistakes, because I mean the easiest way to lose against bridge spam is obviously getting run over by multiple units, and that's what he's doing. So yeah, good job, I guess. Finally I'm getting a hit, but it's just not enough. I'm gonna play Piercing Archer to minimize the damage, and he's gonna get a Flying Bomb, which is, I think, fine trade for him, but at the same time I'm taking 2 archers, so yeah. As a bridge spam player it's a good trade, and as a machine gun player it's a good trade, and it's usually very not common in a zero-sum game. I think he took actually a better end of that, but like I've said before, it doesn't really matter, because I'll have like 16 more chances even in this game to just come back. Like you see, I'm getting this Piercing Archer on the tower, I'm getting very important 2 hits, and yeah, he's gonna be playing right now a machine gun, a rolling steel to follow it up. I think I'm gonna actually be getting this machine gun, and right now I'm in a prime position to just apply pressure till the end of times, so I'm gonna just proceed to do so. And unfortunately I think in this matchup I won't be able to break through with my troops, so I'm gonna just be opting to break through with Piercing Archer, and if he's smart enough he won't be giving me these opportunities at all, so I'm gonna just be playing, yeah, see, he's very smart and he's not giving me these opportunities. Okay, wow. Oh, this is absolutely not the gameplay I expected at all, but at the same time he's playing machine guns, so he pretty much cannot do anything but defend. So we both are just stuck in a very weird position, where pretty much none of us can attack, but we still have to play the game. So yeah, this phone hat should be that. And right now I'm gonna just play Footman to force some uncomfy response out of him, another uncomfy response, and yeah, I basically right now have to get something out of him, or I will be done. Okay, and that's a very good thing that he did. He's gonna take obviously the matchup, because, well, he just had to do nothing and win. So yeah, that's how this matchup goes. But usually what you want to do in this position is just apply pressure, make sure your opponent makes mistakes, and if he doesn't, well, you just got outplayed. Painful loss, but it doesn't really matter. We're against Mokhun, who I feel like he's playing Steelbait. I don't really know this player. I mean, I know him, but I don't really recognize him as a one-trick, so it's very likely that he switches decks. It looks like he's gonna be playing Steelbait this time, and that's a very clear D-barrel. Obviously we won't be able to block this Ice Tiny, but it doesn't really matter. I think we're gonna just be playing Piercing Archer here. Okay, and he's playing Poison, so it's like the I won't say the best case scenario, but Flying Bomb is way better against our deck, because you can just basically delete the Footman in an instant, and with a Poison you have to take a bit of the time, and usually this time is enough for us to create some chaos. So we're gonna be opting for that to happen. He's gonna be very cool with his defense. Rolling Steel is low-key overpowered in this game, so we pretty much cannot do anything about that. We're gonna be playing Ghost at the bridge, and he's not gonna be blocking because Ghost is also a kinda overpowered as well. I'm gonna be trying to play Footman for... okay, he's not playing. That's fine. That's absolutely fine, and I think on this I will play Piercing Archer. Usually you can only get one hit on the tower if you're quick enough, but I wanted to just get it down. Yeah. Pretty nice excuse for a laziness, but like whatever. I'm gonna play twins and try to force something. Okay, he's gonna be playing phone horde. That's the best play. I was hoping for him to play bomb tower, but yeah, it's not happening. Here we have a poison. We still cannot play footman comfortably because yeah, that's gonna be another example of like defensive decks slowly tearing us apart and us having to make some moves in order to progress. And yeah, I think that's gonna be not the case in this position. We're already in a very bad spot, but I think we can come back to this. I'm gonna be trying to counter this one. Okay, obviously this piercing archer will be dead one way or another. And I think I will have to just play I will have to play footman in the back and just pray for the best because this match is not looking fine. I'm gonna be playing piercing archer here. Obviously I have to defend that because, well, beggars can be choosers. That's a very bad position, honestly. Like, people are playing very well today on ladder. I'm gonna right now try to play for tricks, but it won't work because he's playing phone horde already. Like, these people are very solid, so like trick decks like these won't work, unfortunately. I'm trying my best, but it's just not happening. They will just play spells on defense, and if you see someone who is playing spells on defense, it means they're usually very serious and just don't want to lose points. This was also hit as well, so another unfortunate thing. Like, I'm just not getting the connections I want, and unfortunately two girls are not helping today because even though it was supposed to be a Valentine episode, people are just playing very solid decks and it's just not happening. So yeah, we're gonna take another L. I think I'm gonna record one more game and I'm gonna wrap this video up because it's just not going too well. I actually kinda mentally analyzed this matchup just now, and I think this matchup is genuinely unwinnable for us if our opponent realizes a very simple strategy. We literally have no response to Bomb Girl and he just can spam them on defense and there's absolutely nothing we can do, and even without that he did a very good job of tearing us apart. So yeah, like I've said, with Bridge Spam is this like love-hate relationship which you kind of have to accept if you're playing the Bridge Spam, that you can get a wins against way better players than you if you get them surprised, but if you get nothing in the game you will just lose and look like an idiot. So that's why I think Bridge Spam is fun deck to play, but not reliable on the long run. That's why, like, I don't like people playing Bridge Spam on ladder because, well, ladder is one of these modes that is kind of associated with a gradual progression or by trying to beat harder and harder opponents over time, and if you're getting higher on ladder, it's usually a sign that you're getting better, and it's just not a good case for a Bridge Spam, because with Bridge Spam you actually, I mean, you can get better, don't get me wrong, but the matchups you get can sometimes be tricky and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Alright, so like I've said, this is gonna be the last game of the last game of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I think this deck is very solid still, and unless you like meet some pricks that don't want to have fun with the game and just play very defensive decks, you should be having a very good time. So, well, every deck has its strengths and weaknesses. I think this deck's biggest strength is like creating chaos everywhere it goes, and then you have Footman for like defense. I didn't showcase it in this video, but like there are many decks that are very susceptible to Brute. Like you have basically a good matchup against every Super Ape deck, every General deck, every Brute deck, especially like heavy ground beatdowns. Only heavy beatdown on the ground that you don't have a good matchup against is Dark Knight, and I actually have shown how to play this deck against. And apart from that, I think this deck is very solid. Obviously, you don't want to... Obviously, your weakest matchup are the archetypes that are getting straight to your tower, so like Steelbait, Cemetery, and Digger. Machine Gun, I think, is also not that good because, it can just sit back and do nothing, and it will win you over the spell race. Oh, talking about the spell race, obviously this deck is about creating chaos, so you kinda want to just close the game out as soon as possible. And if you don't, you pretty much don't have a way out. This deck was designed to be a very strong to fight at the bridge, and if you're, I mean, you kind of have... I should actually play one more game to just prove the point. Whatever, screw that. The point I was trying to say is like, you kind of have to make your opponent invested in... The point I was trying to make is like, you have to make your opponent invested in bells at the bridge, so... you have to be just a little aggressive and forcing your opponents to react to you, but not overcommitting too much, so you have like this second punch to do. And oh my god, can I have a good opponent? Like everyone's quitting, like people are playing. Okay, here he is back, very cool. So the way to play bridge spam is just to apply a slight pressure, so like playing only Thief or only Ghost at the bridge, and then if your opponent overcommits, you're just pressing the pedal to the melee and just taking their tower. And this dude is absolutely not okay. I think he just quit, but like his nickname reappeared for some weird reason. Alright, unfortunately in this video I won't be able to showcase it, but trust me, it's the way. I am kinda capable of playing video games well, so yeah. Well, once again, happy Valentine's Day, and thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to not miss out for the new content I'm gonna posting daily, I believe. There's not a day that I did... Okay, there was some holes, but I kinda plugged them by posting 2 videos the next day, because like YouTube sometimes doesn't realize that you want to upload a video and just lists it in your uploads. Some glitches, I don't want to go into that, but yeah. I'm gonna see you in the next uploads, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode of Boom Arena. See ya.